Hello, hello, hello to all of my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you today with a special full buck moon reading. So a lot of things are happening right now. A lot of things are happening. We have a lot of planets in retrograde. Your ruling planet for one is in retrograde right now, Pluto. So this is a time for you to reflect, Scorpio, to really start to kind of sort of backtrack and create a space for reflection, like really create a space for reflection on everything in your life. The love in your life, whether it's self-love, romantic love, family love, to reflect on your money, to reflect on your goals, because you're transforming. Some wonderful things are happening for you. And so Pluto is the planet of awesome power, okay? And so that is your ruling planet. And so you are very powerful, Scorpio. But you're also in that water element sign. So there's a lot of emotions attached to you. There's a lot of creativity attached to you, too. So I'm going to be using two sets of cards. I'm going to be doing a special reading, as I said before. This is the Mystic Monday Tarot cards, and I also want to perform a Hoodoo Tarot, use the Hoodoo Tarot cards, right? So I have some very specific questions for ancestors regarding these cards, okay? All right, so these come towards the end, but we're going to start with this. Okay, so what do we know about our Scorpios? Scorpios are very focused people. They're very brave. They're loyal. They are filled with a lot of faith. Instead of fear, they're filled with faith. They are very ambitious. They are. A lot of people consider them as being true friends. They're very resourceful. They're very passionate as well. Okay, so like I said, we have a lot of planets in retrograde right now. We have a full buck moon that's coming tonight. So one of the things I've been sharing with the other astrological signs, Scorpio, is that we want to make sure we recharge our crystals. So during a full moon, that's like a supercharge for your crystals. I have quite a few crystals here, like a lot of crystals here. So first of all, you want to clean your crystals. You want to clean your crystals with water, because water is nature's most potent cleaner and purifier, okay? You can also charge your crystals in sunlight. I don't know that I really don't hear a lot of people talking about charging your crystals in sunlight, but you can charge your crystals in sunlight, because sunlight powerfully shines away stale energies, and it's also it has an extreme activating force, okay? And of course we commonly hear about, putting your crystals out in the moonlight. A full moon is like a supercharge for your crystal. So say for instance, so I have this amethyst here. I have quite a few amethysts here, but the how powerful the amethyst is. We know that's like a transformation crystal. Like a lot of people are going through transformation, so that's a perfect crystal for you to have right now, Scorpio. Also, we have the love quartz, or the rose quartz crystal, which is the love crystal right there, and that is like the forgiveness, self-forgiveness, forgiving other people, healing from a broken heart. Broken heart doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It could be like broken heart of like someone betrayed you or something, okay? But it's the love crystal, just love in all forms. Understand? And so pyrite. Let's see. I have some pyrite here, which is a protective stone. It also shields you from negative energy. It's also it attracts wealth. It attracts prosperity. It attracts abundance. So it's a lucky stone as well. And fun fact about the pyrite is that Native Americans used to use it. They would polish it, many years ago, and use them as mirrors. You can see your reflection. You shine it good enough, you use it as a mirror. Now, if you go and shine it, and you can't, because we're so used to looking at mirrors to see a clear reflection. But again, we know how a lot of our ancestors improvised, many years ago when they didn't have mirrors. And so however you could see yourself, you shine up something well enough, you can you can at least see somewhat of a reflection. So that's sort of the history of the pyrite. But of course, like I said, there's a whole lot of other crystals here as well. But I'm going to be putting all of these out as soon as I'm done with this reading. I'm going to put them all out so that they can soak up that good energy from the universe. But again, in the sunlight, it shines away stale energies, and so you just want to make sure your energy is clear. You can also use smoke. So when I'm talking about smoke, I'm talking about like when we use from like the sage, the herbs and stuff like that. So that also purifies the energies for your crystals. Music also, music's vibrational waves harmonize the energy and everything it touches, So that's why you have some people listening to music at certain megahertz. Like I personally listen to keep music at a certain megahertz around my house just to keep the energies clear. Like, and while I burn sage and I have my windows open, it's just like it's just, for me, it's very relaxing, very refreshing. I think I was trying to join the word relaxing and refreshing together, if you kind of caught that, Scorpio. But anyway, I think you kind of got my drift. Also, if you've ever heard of something called earthing with soil grounds, can also recharge your crystals as well. And then last, like with salt, but you got to be careful with salt though, because salt can actually damage some of the many of the crystals. So my point is that you want to clean your crystals, you want to connect with your crystals, you want to I have this wooden hand right here, but you want to put your crystals in your hand like I have here, and you want to breathe your intentions onto the crystals, like really just make this personalize your crystals, tailor them for you. So let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Let's see. Okay, so we know Scorpios are part of the water element, right? That's the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, right? And so you all are on a continuous journey to creativity and emotions. Highly emotional people. And that's a good thing, because a lot of you, like I said, are a lot of you are empaths, right? A lot of you feel other people's energy. You're very brave, and you're very focused, and you're very resourceful, right? And so let's keep in that same vein of all of that. So Most High God in the universe, give me some information for my Scorpios as it pertains to their energy, as it pertains to love, as it pertains to their creative nature, as it pertains to their emotional state, as it pertains to their money, as it pertains to all areas of their lives. Like what information do you want to share with me, Most High God in the universe, for my Scorpios? Let's get into it, Scorpios. Let's see what we have. Okay. Yep, not surprised. Okay, so we have some major arcanas here. No, okay, yeah, we do. We have two. Okay. All right, so we have the Hermit card. Let's put this. We have the Hermit card, which is attached to the Virgo, and we have the Star card, which is attached to the Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. We also have some more air cards. We have the air. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so Scorpio, so you have some great things happening for you right now. So you have a lot of power and you have a lot of intellect. This is what this air card is right here. This air element is. Air is attached to the Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, okay? But you have a lot of power and intellect, right? This is letting me know that you really are in introspection mode. Like you're really deeply trying to process like everything. Like you are focused. Your focus is on 10 right now. because like I said, some wonderful things are happening for you. You are transitioning, like you're transitioning, whether you are being promoted in other areas of your life. But again, this is attached to the Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is the Swords card. And at each level for you, Scorpio, you get even more powerful and you are becoming even more intelligent, okay? So a lot of you are learning a lot of things. Like I said, for the Scorpio, your planet is Pluto, right? And so your planet being Pluto, you are transforming right now. And you're very, very powerful. So you're transitioning rather quickly, okay? You are going up, up, up. And at every level, you're becoming smarter and you're becoming more powerful, okay? Your intuitive nature, like you're getting all these mystic messages right now. And like to a point where it's just like I said, this full moon is very powerful for a lot of people. That's why I say put your crystals out, get a supercharge from your crystals, because a lot of things are happening. And so your cup is full of emotions, full of like mystic messages. They're just free flowing. Like you have the full backing of the universe and things are just happening. I think I also got this for the Pisces, if I'm not mistaken, which is also in your element, the water element. But just like you can't believe how many messages you're getting. And so your wisdom is on 10 right now. Your intellect and your power is so strong right now that at every level you know exactly who to cut off. Like there's just no ifs or buts about it. This is showing me that you've had to cut some people off in the past and keep it moving. Just keep elevating and elevating. But see how this person here, Scorpio, has their sword behind their back and they're still kind of sort of like very graceful with it. Like the people in front of you in your future don't realize that you would cut them off just like that, because you are just that focused and you are brave enough to do it. And you believe, you have faith. There's just no fear at all. And you're very passionate about what you're doing, and you're very resourceful. So because you have all of these things working in your favor, Scorpio, you've had to cut some people off in the past, and they didn't even see it coming. Like you just don't have time to play games with people, okay? And because of that, you're progressing. I mean, like progressing fast too. Like this wands is attached to the fire signs. This is the taking action. Like this is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I don't know, Scorpio, if you have that in your chart, but this is a card of progression. So your your emotions are very, very high, but but it's also attached to your spirituality, right? So a lot of things are happening for you, and they're happening for you fast because you're listening to your inner voice. Let's get into some more of your reading. Yeah, let's get more into some more readings for you, because you're progressing. Like you really, really don't have time to you really don't have time to play games with anybody. Like you really, really are focused. It's like this COVID-19 really did something to you. Like, you know what? I'm not playing games, nor am I taking prisoners. I'm just going for it. Like I am just going for it. I'm listening to my inner voice. But again, there is either you have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your charts, or you're somehow connected to an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It's going to come up later. But yeah, so you are in hermit mode, and that doesn't mean that you're physically in the house. But for a lot of people are isolating. A lot of people are really thinking, but Scorpio, you're really no different. Like that's how your focus is laser focused right now, and it's paying off very handsomely for you. It's paying off very, very, very well for you. So let's see what else do we have here. Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is really, really good. Okay, so we have this Nine of Wands, and so the Wands energy is attached to the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? And so you have had some challenges in your life, but you know that they're not insurmountable. Like you could take this wand and jump right over the other wands. Like this is like no big deal for you. Even your hair is even relaxed. You're like not stressed at all. You just look at this as like, okay, it's a challenge, but it's not like it's not that big of a deal. I can get over that. Not a big deal, right? And so that's a good thing, right? That's a really really good thing, because things that probably you saw as insurmountable or obstacles in the past, you no longer see them as that. Okay. And so that, like I said, that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. And what's amazing about what's amazing is that a lot of people are coming, I can't say coming out of, because we don't know how long this COVID-19 thing is going to last, but a lot of people are coming through this COVID-19 on another level of like focus. Your focus is really really on 10. If I had to say on a scale from 1 to 10, Scorpio, your focus is really on 10, because you're spending some time with yourself, and you're actually seeing how powerful you are. Like you really don't have any competition around you, and that's a wonderful thing. And so this Knight of Cups, again, this Cups card is attached to the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's your spirituality. You're taking action, right? So there could possibly be a new love, in your life, or what I'm seeing, not necessarily a new love in your life, or that there is a love like in your life, not coming into your life, but there is someone in your life that has the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and this is a romantic interest. They adore you, and it's just a wonderful thing. Like things are happening for you. It's just a wonderful thing. You are literally right here. Okay, this is the Eight of Cups. This is, again, your spirituality taking action. This is your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You are literally sitting here like, I can't believe, I have all of these options available to me. Like you're really like in deep introspection, like here, like your deep introspection, like some wonderful things are happening for me, and it's a lot. And so I want you to continue diving deep. Right now you're kind of sitting there like thinking about, reflecting. This is introspection. You're thinking about a lot of things, but you have a lot of opportunities. Like you have a lot to your purpose, a deeper purpose, and like you're just unstoppable at this point. Like you just, like, a lot of things are happening for you, and with all these things and these options available to you, there's a lot of temptation also. So not only do you have the backing of the universe, but there's also a lot of temptation around you too. You have love in your life. You have your third eye is wide open. New beginnings are happening for you, like all kinds of things. Like I said, there's a lot of transition, and each transition you are becoming more powerful, and you're becoming more intellectual, right? And so you can't really believe how well things are happening for you at this point, right? Your past is behind you. You've had to cut some people off and move on, but you're still very graceful, gracious. But again, there's a lot of temptation around you as well. But it's not as, it's temptation, but it's not as, the temptation is not so overwhelming that you just like I said, like you can't just take this wand and jump over the rest of the wands. It's not insurmountable. It's just, they're just there. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? This is your money. Money. You are actually like the Earth Mother. You have a heart for people, like a genuine heart for people. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not like in a field of like psychology or sociology or kind of social work or something, where you're actually helping people, where people are coming to you and they're seeing you as like this person that's a healer that can actually help people. And so but you're also very, very ambitious. And so you manifest your dreams are true, coming true. This is the Nine of Cups. You know, spirituality, taking action, right? And so, some wonderful things. This is your wish coming true. This is wish fulfillment. This is pleasure. Like everything is happening for you. And it's just a wonderful time for you because you've been able to maintain that focus. You've been putting out that good energy. And so this is like your life is just in full bloom, you know, and like these mystic messages are coming through, and it's just a wonderful time for you. Just a wonderful, wonderful time for you. I'm going to put these up for a second because I want to get to some messages from ancestors to see if your ancestors have any information for you. But yeah, you're it's a lot of wonderful things happening for you. And I don't even think you can believe at what pace they're growing for you, and like you're just kind of like moving through the ranks, and you know, at like I said, at every level, you know, your senses are heightened, your third eye is open. It's just a lot of things happening for you. You're listening to your intuition, and you're very, very focused. Like I said, you're very filled with faith, like that things are happening for you, like they're happening the way that they're supposed to happen for you. And so this field that you're in, Scorpio, like I said, you're very passionate about it. Like you're very passionate about helping people, you know, become their best selves, like in ways of healing though. And that's why these mystic messages are coming through. They are healing, like that you're healing people. All right, so what do we want to ask the ancestors? Okay, I have a few questions for the ancestors. I want to know if my Scorpios have been hexed, have they been cursed, have they been jinxed? And then what's the source? Like if someone out there have some kind of trying to put some black magic or hex or jinx or anything on my Scorpios. And then where's the source of? What's the source of the anger? Like why? Who is the person? You know, what's the message from their ancestors, and also what's the remedy, also what's the final outcome of all of this. Let's get into it, Scorpio. By the way, if I didn't say it, these are the Hoodoo Tarot cards. And get into it so you can see it kind of close. Yep, those are the Hoodoo Tarot cards. Let me reiterate something. Tonight is a great night. It's a full buck moon, but it's a full moon, no less. And full moons actually supercharge your crystals, okay? So whatever crystals you have, you know, you want to breathe into your crystals. You want to state your full intentions. You also want to charge those crystals up. If you're charging them in the sun, the sun is gonna remove that stale energy. And then the moonlight, the full buck moon tonight, is actually going to supercharge those things. So if you thought they were powerful before, they're going to be powerful like on 10 at this point. So let's get into the first question. Have you been tricked, hexed, cursed, or jinxed? We have the Father of Baskets. Okay, so this is this baskets energy is cup energy. This is the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, okay? And so this person, this ancestor is like very kind, they're very generous, they're diplomatic, they're very tolerant, they're very reliable, resourceful, honest, wise, okay? This person, like you, Scorpio, is in that water element, right? And so I don't see, and I'm not surprised, I don't see any jinxes or I don't see any hexes, so that answer would be no. But these are messages from your ancestor, like I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart. Okay, so let's put this here. Then we also have the Mother of Baskets. Again, that person has Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in her chart. Okay, and so she represents somebody who is very empathetic, somebody who is very supportive, somebody who also has psychic abilities like you, introspection, spiritual, intuitive, loving. So this person, okay, how do I unpack this? Of course, this is a mother figure. Okay, so the father figure, like I said, represented, let me go back. So the father figure represented somebody who was very kind, someone who's very generous, someone who's diplomatic, tolerant, reliable, resourceful, honest, wise, right? So this is the father figure. But there's a mother figure. So the mother figure represents someone who's empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, loving, right? These are your ancestors. I want to first say, like, these cards, like when you see these cards here, like this card here, like this card here. So because we're talking about energies, we're not talking about race, okay? So I want to make that crystal clear. We're not talking about race, because I'm sure, we have people from different ethnicities, nationalities, race and cultures who tune in to this channel. But again, this person, like I said, you have a lot of creative energy. So the answer to has someone try to trick you or hex you or whatever, no. But you're just know that your ancestors are just like really, really watching out for you. But that's someone with mother energy, father energy. Also, we have someone who is, a message from your ancestors. Okay. So we have someone, this is the father of sticks. Okay, so the sticks energy is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, right? That's the spirituality and taking action. Okay, and so this person they're visionary, they're adventurous, they're goal-oriented, they're very trustworthy, they have a can-do attitude. So these are just representing people in your ancestry line. Okay, so there are no hexes or spells or black magic. No one's doing any of that towards you that I can see. And then we also have the grandchildren card, which is, your elders card. This is the star. Actually, matter of fact, just like this right here, this person actually mirrors you. And that's a wonderful thing, to kind of sort of be able to see that there is an ancestor that actually mirrors you. This person has Aquarius, in their chart. And it's a beautiful thing. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I just don't see anything bad happening for you, Scorpio, at all. Because your cards came out great. Things are happening very well in your career. You're advancing quite nicely. But it is because you really, really tapped into, you've actually gone into hermit mode. But these are this is what you came from. You came from, these types of people, people who are, empathetic, kind, generous, diplomatic, tolerant, reliable, spiritual, intuitive, psychic. You came from this. And so I'm really, really not surprised that these cards are coming out, from you, because this is what you came from. Like, this is like in your line, your heritage, and so that's just a beautiful thing. I mean, it's a really, really, really wonderful thing. And so I want you to embrace this. Like, you really don't have anything to worry about. Like this right here, this grandchildren thing is like, this grandchildren card is really, really like a sign of relief from any stress, any negativity, any kind of despair. Like really blessings shall abound, and really like your ancestors are really watching out for you big time. And so we also have Railroad Bill. I want to make sure you can see this like really, really good. Like see these cards really, really good. Okay. So let me kind of sort of unpack this for you. I want to be able to unpack this card for you like really, really well so that you can see what I see. All right. So we have okay. Yep. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna want to see if I can get in real close. 'Cause I think sometimes this camera like trying to take his time adjusting. But let's see if we can get in real good. This right here is attached to. This is the Railroad Bill card is attached to the Chariot, right? So you're just really, really being encouraged to just increase your efforts to just ensure your victory, like to just stay focused, right? This is attached to the Cancer, right? And so you're just, all I see is like wonderful things happening for you. And so it's so important that you remain focused, Scorpio, because some wonderful things are happening for you. Your ancestors have your back, fully have your back. You've come from some real good people, some kind, generous people who are also very empathetic, and like I said, I just don't see anything negative at all. Just stay focused. Like some wonderful things are happening for you in your life. You are just like, moving up, up, up. You're becoming more powerful. You're becoming more intellectual as you go up. And so this is just telling you to just stay on your course. Continue to be disciplined, continue to be assertive, continue to be determined, continue to be persistent, continue to be confident. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't see any like you just come from like some really, really good people, Scorpio. And so I need you to really, really just stay focused. I think that would be the word I have for you, is that things are going very, very well for you, and to just remain focused. You come from a great line of people, and you have their full support. So you really don't have anything to worry about. Like you come from a great line of people. And so if you had any questions about that before, it's just confirmed, in the cards that you come from a great lineage of people. And so I can see why some things are happening for you the way that they're happening. So I just want you to stay focused, okay, Scorpio? That's what I have for you. Again, if you have any crystals, you want to get those crystals out, you want to supercharge them tonight with that full buck moon coming. It's supposed to be at its highest or most illuminated at 12:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be July 5th, 12:44 Eastern Standard Time. But certainly put them out early, so that you'll just get the full charge, of your crystals. But I'm really excited for you. I'm very happy for you, Scorpio, because things are going very well for you right now. And I don't suspect that they will slow up anytime soon. Things are just going to continue like that train, just going to keep going, moving forward. So stay focused, okay? That's what I have for you. Again, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you today with a special full buck moon reading for my Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Have a great day. Bye.